What's up, baby? Welcome back. We are here. It's us again, man. It's us again, man. I'm Gary G. Garcia, along with my partner and brother and partner in misinformation, Brian T. Licata, aka Lanky Licata. What's going on, baby? How you feeling today?
Extra lanky, dude. I'm feeling lean.
You
Feeling lean and lanky. Yeah, dude. I've been, working hard for the man.
I see King Handles. What's up, baby? Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police.
Oh,
I
shit.
see I see we got a new mic stand over there.
Yeah, what do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, thanks. It's it's kind of like a nicer one of those little ones, but it was like $39, I think I got on old Amazon.
It looks legit. It looks legit. Looks like a legit stand. Look at you.
As long as the internet connection doesn't fail me, then
yeah, man.
The stand, will be worth it.
The walls are still a little plain behind you, but I know you've never been one to really, care too much about the background.
No. I don't care about the foreground either, but the background, I mean, listen, dude, if I'm not caring about the foreground, the background.
I hear you. He's streaming live from Tehran. Yeah, it looks like that, right? It looks like
yeah, dude. I'd like to give a shout out to all my Farsi people, the Farsi and the Persian people. Any Persian or Farsi friends you have, they're actually Iranians.
Really?
just an FYI, in case anybody out there listening didn't know that.
I actually have no idea what you just said. It just sounded like rambling to me.
You've never heard somebody say, "Oh, I'm Persian"? You've never heard anybody say that?
Yeah, Petey's wife is Persian, but it's Iranian.
Yeah.
What does it matter, man? She cool people. I prefer her over the Cuban, who is Petey. I prefer the Iranian over the Cuban in that situation.
Yeah, well, listen, we're not talking about nuclear weapons. I mean, even then, I would prefer Tehran to have them than Cuba. Right?
Please. This has all been set up and coming from the jump, man. Please, are you surprised what's going on?
Oh no, dude! I'm pretty sure we
been saying it.
Yeah, I mean, I think I called the Iran thing happening maybe like nobody's
listening. How's your day going, man?
Good.
How's your day?
It's great, man.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
The new apartment, you settled in and everything?
Yeah, dude. Next thing is we're getting a couch, right? And then we're gonna hang everything on the wall because we're gonna move some furniture around.
Now, are you gonna hang things on the wall, or are you gonna go and on like some sort of app and get yourself a handyman? Are you a do-it-yourself dude, or are you getting a handyman?
No, I'll do that myself to hang the pictures. I'd say I'm well, I don't own this place, and it's owned by the company. So they'll do handyman work, but I did new landscaping. You want to see my new landscaping?
Sure. You got a picture of it? Let's check it out.
Yeah, I got the before and the after.
Oh, all right. Let's check it out. Yeah, really the after don't mean shit unless you can see the before, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. What good is the after if you ain't got the before? I got to take your word that it looked like shit. And it might not. It might have looked even better than when you touched it. We don't know.
That's true. I might have not even done anything, and just the landscape was nice.
Exactly. I don't know.
Wouldn't that be funny?
So where's the before? Let's see it, man.
Well, it's good. I'm just pulling it up right here. So it's nice. I had a nice blank slate, if you will, there, Mr. G. Yeah. Let's see here. This is the before.
Okay. Now, what are we looking at? Your place?
Yeah, I'm on the bottom.
Okay.
Here.
All right.
And there's somebody else lives up top.
All right. Make sure you don't see no addresses on that bitch.
Right. No, yeah, you don't. So I have basically from this fence around here is mine, and then I got this little, I got a nice little driveway right here. And my parents, big shout out to my mom and dad.
Big shout out to the Licatas.
They got me these right here. This planter was here, but they got me the stuff that was inside.
All right, cool. So that's the before, or is that the after?
No, it's the before.
All right, I don't know, man. I don't know. Right? What's it look like now, man? Let's see. Amaze me, dude. Roll back that bus. So you added dirt?
Well, I added dirt, and
A couple of flowers going on over there on the right side. I see that happening.
yeah, and then
Right.
so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 plants over here, and then there's 4 actually over here, and I got some little close-ups,
All
better
right.
better
All
better of
right. That's
those.
cool. You plan on putting any like gnomes and shit there or something to fill up
Uh,
all that dirt space, or is that just for your dog to shit when you let him out and you're too
n
lazy to walk him?
so over on the one window, I have roses, right? So I'm gonna do a flower garden over here, but these were the starter plants, right? These are the first ones that I got, right? And then
Right.
I'm gonna continue this way for flowers, and then on the other side, because it's a little bit shadier, is
Yeah.
my shade garden here. So I got some hydrangeas. There's some lavender because this is the bathroom
Are
here,
you
and
growing anything you could eat?
nah,
Anything
because
anything with healing powers?
the lavender's good.
Okay.
Well, I told you I have a basement too, right?
Oh, you did not, but you just did. So yeah, I guess technically you did.
Right. So the meth manufacturer is down there, so the healing powers are really from below rather than above.
So you're doing good, in other words.
Yeah, dude, we're doing
Got the
great. Doing
lab
great.
up, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
doing great.
saying?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
You got some white
Yeah.
kid chained up down there making you meth round the clock, paying off his fucking visa. King
Yeah, King
Handle says
Handler.
reverse image search will tell me where this man lives.
I guess that's true,
Oh,
dude. Yeah, I guess that's true.
really? Wow, man, that's terrible, man. I
Mm.
think that's a horrible thing
Well,
that you can find out that kind of information.
I don't know. Well, I
You
mean,
know,
I guess you could if you really wanted to, but they wouldn't even need they wouldn't need that picture if they wanted to look me up. You know, they could find me.
well, what if it's not them? What if it's just an individual psychotic
Yeah,
type
he
person,
or she.
he or she? Yeah,
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 probably he. Right? Let's be real.
or a
Probably he.
really fat she.
Nah,
I don't know. I could see a really fat
not to
she
not to
being into
those
you.
lengths, dude. Well, of
Yeah,
course,
man.
of
Them big
course.
girls are crazy. Didn't you
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
the
of course.
reindeer? What was that? The reindeer one with the psycho big chick with the comedian? I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't slept for
Amy
like
Poehler, Amy
I
Poehler,
I haven't slept for like 4 days. I've slept on and off. I have not had a good
or is it?
sleep, man. I got
Mm,
some tension shit going on in my shoulder. That's why I got this little rolly thing. I just realized I
uh,
had it.
you got
So
old shoulder going on?
dude, I went through a whole thing of icy hot.
Hmm,
I don't remember ever finishing off an icy hot.
hmm. Have you been eating it, or are you putting it on your body?
No, putting it on my shoulder, dude. I got some tension
Uh,
shit. Like right now, just like right now, that
mhm.
little giggle and what you just did made it start to pulsate a little harder. So I think it's tension because
Oh,
it
it's
acts up
tension.
depending on who I'm talking to,
Gotcha.
you know?
We need to get you some hydrangea and lavender. Gee, that'd be real good for that shoulder.
Well,
You
I mean,
rub a little bit of it on there.
what's that other shit that people grow that you can rub on you? Fucking what's that shit? Those plants, aloe. You need an aloe.
Aloe. Aloe. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, aloe is good for your skin. It's not really good for the joints. You need some
See, and
anti-inflammatory
that's
properties,
why
brother.
you look older than me, dude.
Mhm.
Not enough aloe in your life, man.
No,
White people, man. I
I'm
give
just
you
not
the
really I'm
advice
not
to
no,
keep your
listen,
skin
bro, I'm
looking good.
just not really
You
considered a
age like a
minority these
fucking
days.
dried up foot. Dude, you're actually one of the most hated on people in the universe right now. You are a straight white male. You know,
I'm an Italian.
that's what you tell people.
Yeah, because I don't wanna, I can't get lumped in with the whites. But see, here's the thing, dude, like, I know I'm Italian and not white when it comes to
Well, if we're gonna
food
keep it
choice.
real, you're more of a
Food
red. You're more of a jaundicey red,
no.
like red with hints of yellow in your cheeks.
Oh,
Like,
your shoulder really does hurt, doesn't it?
I'm in
Oh,
so
dude, it
much.
definitely is it.
I am
Yeah,
in
it
so
definitely
much
is. You need
discomfort,
a
dude. You don't
hug,
even
Gary. That's
understand.
what you need. You need a hug.
I've been
You want a hug?
sleeping like 45 minutes at a time, dude.
Mm,
And not just like getting up and
mm,
rolling over. Like I gotta get up, get out of bed, be like, yo, what the fuck? Put some icy hot on it, take some drugs,
mm,
get pills, like fucking not muscle relaxers, like regular Tylenol and shit.
mm.
I don't like muscle relaxers. I don't want to sit there like the
Well, dude, have you considered OxyContin?
have you considered So, ask the producer about Oxycontin.
9 out of 10 producers approve Oxycontin before a show.
And what's wrong with the 10th one?
Well, no, listen, he OD'd. Yeah, he can't make it to the
Hey,
show.
it's bound to happen at least once out every 10 times.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, you know what you could use? You could use
You
some
know one-
ginger. Have you tried some ginger?
What
Well,
is
it's a
that gonna
big fucking bug, bro. What is that? Oh, jeez.
What do you got
That was a
going on over there?
mammoth, bro. Huh?
And you're not gonna go and kill that? You're just gonna let that roam around your house like that?
Boots, bro. What are you doing, son?
It's flying or it's crawling?
It was doing both, bro, which are the scariest kind.
And you just got that running around like that. You gonna let your pregnant wife come across that?
Oh no, she's away. Why do you think it's still
Oh.
fucking flying around?
I'm starting to think that you're like in a room that you can't get out of. Kind of box type shit with like a little thing underneath where they slip you the food. Is that what's going on over there, yo? You know,
I've been peeing in this bucket.
Oh man,
Yeah, they got me this little cup that I clink. Please, officer, some more food.
Please, can I have a shingle?
Yeah,
Little
dude,
shekel.
This is water. That's how fucked up this place
That's how your
is.
water is?
Yeah, this is water, dude. This is tap water.
Hey, Lauren's in the house. She said gross.
Gay.
Mr. Boots is slacking, obviously. I mean, we got, the thing up here. He usually catches flies. Does meow?
When he's not busy biting Puerto Ricans in the forehead,
Wow.
he's out there catching flies.
Fortunate.
That dog needs to be taught some lessons, man. All right.
No, I mean, dude, listen. He's
He
the
needs
most
some training classes.
Oh, he's been trained. He's been trained, dude.
Yeah.
Don't
sure.
worry. Yeah, he's very
I'm
obedient, bro. I've never had a problem with him.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I heard you say Zeke right before he bit my forehead.
No. Listen. He's been trained. He loves Mexicans and he loves Colombians.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not either of those, man. And he bit me right in my face. Technically, I could press charges.
How unfortunate for
I
you.
should have pressed charges on that motherfucker. Mama don't catch flies either. Yeah, mama don't be trying to catch no flies. She catches real shit, mice and shit like that, and frogs. Oh yeah, your dog rather catch humans, dog. Vicious little animal. Brian has to give the safe word to be released. I know he's trained. Gary, go see the Chiro.
Cairo.
The Cairo. Let that man. Nah, listen, I did that when this acted up like a while back, but this is a little different. This is a tension thing. Last time was during COVID. I was working out, doing the whole like we're in lockdown shit, and I was working out every day, and I fucking fucked up my shoulder. I went to the Cairo, but now I just watched this thing the other day where like they showed this Cairo murderer dude, yo, doing that thing with the neck. He did it wrong, and the dude's on. I'm like, man, see. Like, what if I tense up when they do that and they snack it wrong, and then I'm here like, I'm not.
The Cairo guy, the Cairo guy is like definitely, he was earthy. We talked about this, dude, and they whacked him. That was our guess. They killed him. The guy who started the chiropractor.
Who's that?
His name was Daniel David Palmer. He was like the first. He was a chiropractic guy.
And they killed him.
Yeah. How did he die again?
See,
he was
causes.
like, it was like he was like he was into spiritualism and like natural healing, and he was into like magnets. He was an anti-vaxxer also.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but this is like in the 1800s when you probably should have been taking vaccines.
I might be having like a fucking heart attack or a stroke right now, to be honest. I don't know, because my whole arm's starting to go numb.
Oh yeah, his son killed him. Yeah, that's what it was.
His son killed him?
Yeah, the relationship with his son. So it's Daniel David Palmer, who started chiropractic medicine. Relationship with his son was tenuous and often bitter, especially after the sale of his school. Subsequent disagreements about chiropractic medicine
They had disagreements over chiropractic medicine, and he murdered him. Let me tell you something, man. If you murder your parents, you're a sucker. Straight up sucker.
The official cause of death was typhoid fever, but court records that during a parade in 1913, he was marching on foot when he was struck from behind by a car.
That his son was driving?
Yeah, his son was driving it, and the official cause of death was typhoid fever. So it sounds like COVID.
Yeah, well, basically what happened was his son ran him over, put him in the hospital, and while he was there, he caught typhoid fever and then died from that. But, you know, reflect that during a parade in Davenport in August 1913. Yeah, you could get away with murder back then too, man. Didi was marching on foot when he was struck from behind by a car driven by BJ. Fucking perfect name for him, BJ.
He died in LA in October.
He died in Los Angeles, California on October 20th, 1913. The official cause of death was typhoid fever, though some believe it was the consequence of his injuries. The court exonerated BJ of any responsibility for his father's death. So look at that. He got over for running. He's a sucker. How you gonna run your pops over? I don't care, man. That's like, I mean, there's some, you know, what do you call it? Extenuating circumstances where you can get away with it. Like, you know, if he's beating on your moms and shit like that, you know, but like if the dude ain't like raping the family or like beating everybody up and he's just kind of a dick, which they could be, you know, either parent could be like real big dicks. You could have a mother that's like, they're all gonna hate you. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out. Get on your knees and in the closet and pray. You know, you don't kill them. You just leave.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of there and leave. Leave them to their own devices. King Handle says, Gary, they gave you that good hair on. Who?
Who gave him the hair on?
Who gave the hair on? Who gave the head on? Lauren says, no tension will tweak things and cause numbness, though, if it's by a nerve. Look, all I know is like it only acts up when I go to work. I talk to you. I talk to my mother. I talk to people who stress me out. Like right now. King Anderson says, nah, it depends on how much the life insurance policy is. Man, listen, none of that shit is ever really, you know, it might be pay off your debt money, but it's not really life-changing money. I mean, unless you're dealing with a millionaire type shit.
Have you met D.D. Palmer, bro? He might have been a dick.
Yeah, well, I mean, he sounds like a dick. He named his son BJ. Right? It's like naming your kid Dick. That means like you just want to be an asshole. And not even Richard, which is bad enough, but you named him Dick.
Yeah, I knew a kid named Evan Richard Johnson. Evan Dick Johnson.
Kevin Dick Johnson? You're lying. I don't believe you. Actually, I'm not going to say you're lying. I'm just going to say I don't believe you. It's not my birthday yet, man. Don't jinx me, Steven Buddha.
Yeah.
It's not my birthday, man. What are you doing, Buddha? You want to jump on? We'll send you a link, man. Last I saw him, he was shooting motherfuckers with I forgot who he was playing with on Fortnite. Can't get into that Fortnite shit, man. It's just too much shit going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta break shit, collect shit, switch shit, shoot shit. And I'm gonna suck at it. So I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna do all that collecting shit, then someone's gonna shoot me in my fucking head and collect all the shit that I just collected right there. Fuck that. Hate those fucking shooter games now. That's how I know I'm getting old. I don't even like shooter games no more. Motherfucker like me want to play golf.
Ooh, I'm actually thinking about getting a couple sets of clubs.
No, I don't mean real golf. I'm talking about the video game, man.
No, I know that. He's got to do his hair. Okay. Yeah. You got the link. I sent it to you already. It's sent.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. All I can tell you is I am in constant pain right now. And it's been very annoying. But I'm learning to live with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we mentioned it. Did we mention the last show that I'm officially a grandfather? The baby was born. Yeah, we had the show after that, right? Yeah. So anyone who don't know, I'm officially a grandfather. Baby's gorgeous too, full head of hair. I've been talking. Oh, that's right. Because I remember I've been talking to a lot of people, man. I gotta tell you something. That Rocky Balboa Licata, that's a fucking. People are telling me that's a smash.
It's a hitter, right? Yeah, Rocky Balboa Licata, right?
But you got to have Rocky Balboa as one name. Like just no space, one name. And that's just
his first name is Rocky Balboa Licata.
his first name is Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
His last name is
Capitalize
Licata.
the B or no?
No, it's Rocky Balboa.
How about
So when you call him Rocky Balboa, come here. You know, and then when he enters, what's your name? Rocky Balboa Licata. It got a ring to it.
I just texted my wife. I said, "How about Rocky Balboa Licata, all one name?"
Yeah, well, no, the first name is one name.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't want to have
obviously.
Licata.
Yeah, obviously.
Is it obvious?
It should be to her.
It should be obvious, but is it? I want to give a shout out to all my peoples out there in Violent who came out to represent, man. Came out there strong. I appreciate you guys, man. Every time you show up, I met these cats. I met these cats after a show at a Trop a couple of years. And after this show, you know, it's a whole crew, like a whole crew, dudes, chicks, you know, whole crew of people. And they were like, come back and smoke some weed with us at the hotel right now. And I was, you know, I normally say no. I'm always a no dude. I always got something to do, even if I got nothing to do. I'm not really gonna go and hang out afterwards because anything could happen. But something said, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go with y'all, hang out, man. And we went and we hung out. Yo, they lit me up to so much fucking weed.
I feel like I remember when this happened.
And I did like maybe 2 hours off the top of my dome for these people. And we just became mad friends, man. They might come over on the 4th of July. I hope they do, because it'll be dope.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm that dude. I used to hang out a lot with fans, you know, especially like during COVID. After COVID, I remember New Year's, a fan came to buy some weed from me when I was still hustling. And he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm not doing nothing, man. You and your lady want to come up and watch the ball drop." And we all just went upstairs to watch the ball drop and had a good time, through a little party.
That's fun. Yeah, I feel like I remember when you met the Vineland people after the show.
They're mad cool people, man. And they always keep coming out to see me.
That's cool.
Big up to them, man.
How was Vineland?
Nice area, man. There was actually a car show going on when I got there, man. So that was an extra thing. I got to sit there and watch the car show, man. All antique cars and shit. Chevys, old Chevys and shit. So that was cool. Yeah, big up to Vineland, Jay De Niro out there who got me the gig. And, you know, it was cool. It was cool. I mean, it was, you know, started late. The host did a lot of time, you know, that kind of shit. Actually, the host started an argument with the chick in the front right before he brought me up. They're both going back and forth arguing. And then he says, "You know what, man, maybe I should just show you my dick. I'll do that after I bring up the headliner."
What, dude?
Then brings me up. And I'm like, "Yo, I've been doing this shit for a long time." And that was by far the worst introduction I ever had in all my life. I can't believe I drove 45 minutes to hear that just now.
And you've had some bad introductions.
Yes, dude. I've had some horrible introductions. That shit was horrible. How you gonna start a fight with a chick in the front row and bring me up? And then say you're gonna show her your dick and then you wait till after I get off.
So his dick's actually the headliner.
Yeah, that was the loophole. Saved him $50.
What
insane. It was one of those insane type of things, man. It makes you appreciate the shit you got going on the regular. But you know, whatever. Right now I stink like fucking icy hot. My shit is like icy and hot.
You think Tiger Bomb and Icy Hot are the same shit?
What is Tiger Bomb? That's that Asian one?
Yeah, but it smells the same.
Yeah, but it's Asian. It is not the same.
Yeah, but what do you think they make Icy Hot?
They probably make it out of Tiger Bomb. If you look at the thing and the ingredients, it probably says Tiger Bomb. Oh man, yo. Listen, I hope everybody out there is feeling good. I hope you ain't got no joint problems, no muscle issues, man. Because I can tell you right now, them shit suck, yo. Steven says open mic cock. Is that what that says? Right? The
open mic. Yeah, open mic cock.
Icy hot was in my eyes.
Ooh, that hurts.
He stopped me before you went up too and did more time.
That's always fun.
Oh, yeah. Like I was about to go up. He was bringing me up. I went to go up and he's like, hold on. Yo, it's crazy. But it's all right, man. I got booked for that show. I didn't book that show. So it is what it is. You know, it always is what it is.
How do you think they do the cooling sensation and then make it warm?
How do you think that works? You asking me how that works?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. How do you think that works?
There's no
like
way I
first
could fucking even
first it's
begin to
sour.
understand.
First it's sour,
Then it's sweet.
and then it's sweet, dude. How do they do it?
Dude, there's no way
How
I
do
can
they?
even possibly begin to understand how it gets really icy. And then I tell you this though, it's one of the worst things to have to apply.
Mm.
You know what I'm
it's the
saying? Like
worst.
applying it is the fucking worst. And no matter how
Yeah.
much you rub it, it's always still like kind of there. So once you put your shirt on,
You're wrecked. Anything you sit on, anything you lay on.
where are you putting this? I'm talking about my
On your-
shoulder, dog. Why is it hurting you when you sit?
No. Like if you're sitting down like you are and you don't have your shirt on.
Oh, yeah. It's horrible, man. And the smell is just like it gets worse as it heats up. The other day I applied so
You know what
much.
smells
I
great?
thought it was gonna burn through my it was actually so hot that I was like, can you put too much of this shit on?
Oh, for sure.
I was like, can you put too much of this on? Because this feels like it's burning right through my shoulder. I thought my shoulder was just gonna melt right off.
Bro, you gotta apply with a butter knife, dude. What are you doing? But you need, like, dude, if you have a butter knife, you have to use that butter knife only for the icy hot. You can't use it for the butter because that shit'll get in there, dude, even if it's metal, you know? I couldn't use that. You imagine tasting icy hot on your toast in the morning?
Oh, gross, man. Gross. I would also suggest not touching your dick for at least 24 hours afterwards. Because imagine,
dude, I would suggest doing it immediately afterwards, bro.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Really? You think that would feel
Oh,
good?
I know it feels good.
Gross. You are one gross fucking motherfucker, yo. Get the fuck out of here. You nasty bastard. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we know who the nasty bastard is, man. Motherfucker sitting here using icy hot as a lubricant. Gross. Gross, man. I can't even imagine icy.
Gay!
So gay. Oh, man.
Oh. I feel like if you do that, your asshole will make a face. It'll be like,
oh, it puckers, dude. It fucking puckers.
Why do you and him know about this, man? Did you guys go to college together?
No, we're both in the same frat. Yep.
Yeah. See, that's how you guys know. You guys are fucking icy hot brothers.
It's kind of like Eskimo brothers, but more gay. Oh, he said Ben Gay and my balls sent me into the ER.
Ben Gay on my I would think Ben Gay on the balls would fucking hurt.
Yeah, dude. What?
You got to pay your dues.
Yeah.
Is that what they told you?
Yeah, dude. The first time I heard Ben Gay, I thought it was a question. They were like, Ben Gay? I was like, Ben Gay?
At the time, did you know someone named Ben?
Yeah, dude. I was like, yo, Ben Gay? What? Nah, dude. Ben not gay. No,
I don't know, man. I think I'm convinced you guys have done some real freaky shit with icy hot, man. And
that's true. That's definitely true. I mean, we haven't, not together. I mean, I can speak only as an individual who's,
Yeah, I think
performed in group occasion.
I think the quiet part already been let out the bag, son.
No, I know. Listen, I mean, there's
I think the quiet part's already been said.
Listen, everyone's got skeletons in their closet, Yeah.
You got mummies.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's a labyrinth down there, my friend.
Brian is speaking for himself. I don't know, man. It's 2025. They should call it Ben's lifestyle, not Ben Gay. I don't think that stuff can be used for stuff like that, man. Like I said, I just finished the bottle. I've never finished the tube of that. That's like the same thing with like A&D ointment. I've never used the whole thing of A&D ointment. I think I still got the same one from when I got my first tattoo.
I thought A&D was ass and dick. That's what the point of that ointment was.
Oh my Lord, dog. So you must be going through them like mad, right? Just all the way down, man. Holy shit, you sick bastard. Unknown. Do you guys remember the 90s film?
Yes.
Of course I remember the Little Giants, man. Why? What about that, man? Are you gonna tell me some sick shit that's gonna fuck up my memory of the Little Giants right now, Unknown?
Yeah, the 1994 movie. Oh, dude, bro. What up,
just
bro?
in time to wish me happy Father's Day. He reached out to me on Father's Day. Thank you, bro, man. Same to you, man. You know, Brian didn't even reach out to me for Father's Day, man.
I know. Gary reached out to me a day late and $1 short, and
still sooner before you. Listen, your phone's just as small from me as mine is from you.
Yeah, but I didn't ask you.
Okay, so what?
I didn't ask you for $50.
What?
The conversation was over, dude. I mean, come on.
I don't know what you mean. You're the one who asked how comedy was doing. I'm in so much pain right now. But you know what? I go through it. I do what I gotta do. You know, we had a show today. I'm here. I'm in mad pain. I haven't slept. I'm telling you, I haven't slept in the longest. I'm a little, you know. And then I found this today, so I haven't. You know, it's good to be alive. Yes, I agree with that. You know, I agree. It is very good to be alive, man. We all start out as winners.
Well, yeah, until you get out of bed. And once you get out of bed, if you don't make it, you're losing.
I wish that made more sense.
I believe you make your bed almost all the time. I don't think I've ever, unless somebody's been in the bed, I've always seen your bed made.
I always make my bed. It's the first thing I do. Always make your bed. First thing you do.
Oh, okay. We agree.
You've already, yeah. Then you've already done something today. You accomplished something, you know? And if you haven't made your bed, people out there, I see some numbers watching, but I don't see some likes. Why don't you start smashing that like button, all right? Share, do a couple of things like that, man. You know, don't just stand there twiddling those thumbs. Use them. Like, share, do whatever you got to do, you know? But I'm glad you're here, man. And, bro, what's going on? Brian, congratulations. I heard you rang the bell and your wife is pregnant. Yes.
Pew, pew,
yes.
pew, pew, pew.
And, you know, it was, bro, the pep talk that I gave them worked. All right. And I'm very happy. I'm proud of that one that slipped through, man. You know, there was 30 million of them, but one was listening, you know, and that's the one that matters. Fuck the other 30 that lost that fucking race. All right. You're a grandfather. Awesome. Yeah, man. My granddaughter's absolutely gorgeous. Nobody will be seeing pictures. I won't be posting pictures of none of that shit, man. But she's absolutely gorgeous, you know. And yeah, I'm very happy about it. Still can't wait to meet her. Still haven't met her. I FaceTimed and get a lot of pictures, but I still haven't been able to go out there yet. I'm still waiting for that to happen.
Are they home? No?
Yeah, they're home, but she's healing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I gotta respect it. You know, I gotta respect
less than a week ago, right? I want to say, or no, a little more.
The 9th.
The 9th.
Yeah, the 9th at 12/12.
Oh, 6 days. So 6 days old.
Yeah. Well, they say 6 days old. That says, you know, it came out already grown and shit. So it's a couple of months old, 9 months. You know, when you come out, you're 9 months. You've been growing for 9 months. You know, what makes it so special once you come out that you start counting?
Should we start counting from inception?
And yes, of course. That's when life starts.
No. I'm
it's just hard to remember, you know.
Yeah, but you don't remember your birthday either, bro.
Once you come out, you just say 9 months. Well, I guess you got to start, right when you come out.
10. It's really 10. It's really 10 months.
You got to start when you come out, I guess.
It's 10. You don't have to.
I mean, it makes it easier. How about don't keep track at all? Just let everyone walk around with no ages. Live ages. How would that affect things?
Well, you couldn't collect Social Security.
You wouldn't need Social Security. There's no ages.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't be able to collect Social Security. That's how it would change. That's one thing that would change.
Yeah, but
You
other
asked,
than
I'm
that,
telling.
no, other than that, I mean, I guess you'd figure out who's been around longer. You could figure out who's been around longer.
Well, you wouldn't get a senior citizen discount when you get breakfast at Gilchrist.
And then I think as humans who question things all the time, we would naturally give ourselves ages. You know what I'm saying? Like we would be like, how long you been around for? You know? And you try to give your first earliest memory of how long you've been around. Or if someone remembers, they'll be like, yeah, you know, he was born when that store was over there. And then you'd wind up trying to keep record of some sort. Because as humans, we care, right? We want to know how long you've been around. You know, especially as men. You don't want to be out there fucking old.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is kind of like a flex though. Like when you're on the job, like you when you're a comedian, right? Like oh, you got some people just doing open mics. Like, yeah, well, you guys weren't they weren't around selling tickets on the boardwalk when you're doing four shows a week, back then. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess you got to put an age to something, right? Because you're gonna figure it out anyway. Some motherfuckers just be looking old. You're gonna know they ain't fucking 10. It also helps you start your day and helps get out of funk. Yes, man. I mean, you got to make that bed, people. Also, when you have a shitty day, and this is the best thing, when you have a shitty day and you get home and your bed's made, that you're getting into a bed that's made and waiting for you, it just feels better. King Handler says, yup, you're 9 months and old enough to pay that hospital bill. Hey, don't pay the hospital bill, okay? It doesn't affect your credit, but you didn't hear that from me. Yes. Michelle Balducci says, happy birthday a day early, Gary. Don't jinx me. I haven't gotten there yet, but I will receive that tomorrow if I make it. Things are looking good. It looks like I might make it. I don't plan on going out tonight. So even though most deaths occur in the house, go figure.
Maybe you should go out.
Maybe I should go out. Decisions. I don't want to walk out in the front because I got like 9 wild turkeys out there right now. Just like,
yeah, you don't want to go down. You're upstairs in your room too, right?
I like to say in my apartment.
Oh, you're upstairs in your apartment in your unit. Yeah, okay. So you're upstairs in your apartment. So you really don't want to go downstairs either because that's pretty
stairs
situation.
I've already fell down those stairs, dude. I go down those stairs sideways, holding on to the rail. I'm not falling down again. I don't care. I'm not going down those stairs again, man. I remember.
Surprised you just still get down all fours and go down backwards.
Nah, because you can still slip, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't fuck around. I'm not falling down those stairs. One of the worst experiences of my life. And I've had a lot of shitty experiences. You know what I'm saying? And that's up there with one of the worst ones, man.
Talk about them. Let's talk about them. Let's start with the most painful first.
Now, which is the arm they say goes bad when you're about to have a heart attack?
Wait, which one hurts?
Nah, it's this, man. I'm all right, man.
Oh, that's a stroke. The right side's a stroke. The left side's the heart attack.
Oh, listen, I'm okay. I think Buddha's cooking peanut butter, so.
Okay. Yeah, but it's weird. Your left eye is drooping.
Oh, man.
It's just the right eye that's drooping.
Is my
left,
right? Yeah, no one knows. I actually think it could be either one. How about that? I'd say you're both right. I'd say it could be either one. I think there's a lot of people that went, my left one's starting to bother. No, it's the right one. Is it? Okay, I'm good.
I think it matters what hand you're dominant with.
What, when you masturbate?
Yeah, or you write.
Oh, do people even write anymore? Kids graduating, can they even write?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I found one of these. I have no idea what it is.
Like 45 is the passing grade now, man.
No.
Yeah, man. No child left behind. Even the dumb ones get to fucking graduate. Which is bullshit, man. If everyone gets to do it, it's not special. Like you don't really feel like you accomplished anything just because you graduate high school nowadays. Everyone graduates high school nowadays.
Yeah, I had a 7-point scale at my high school, which was 93 to 100 was an A.
I didn't say you graduate with an A if you got a fucking 45.
No,
you just graduate. They still just get you out. They go 45. That's good enough.
Yeah, I mean,
that's good enough.
If you're,
you can
if you're
teach him.
fucking dude, if you're a fucking idiot, I mean, come on, how are you gonna get a 45, bro? A 45?
People get 40. What's the lowest you ever got on a test?
I mean, on a test, I've gotten some low scores, but I've never gotten a 45.
What's the
school.
lowest you've ever gotten on a test?
Oh, like I don't know, dude. Maybe like a 20 or 15 or something on some real crazy shit once or twice. 15, 20.
3.
3.
And they gave me credit for my name.
Because they felt bad. It was Gary.
They gave me credit because I spelled it right. Bro said heart attack is your left side, pressure on your chest, and your hands get clammy. What if your chest is always filled with pressure, your hands are always clammy, and you can't tell your left from your right, and you're dyslexic? You may have tingling sensation on your lips as well with a heart attack. I had one in 2000. However, I must admit I was also smoking crack. I will say that crack will give you that same feeling. Bro said the EKG showed heart attack. I gotta actually walk around. Hold on, let me see if I got it, man. I'm supposed to walk around with it.
Is that for your arrhythmia?
Yeah, look, I gotta actually walk around with my EKG, dog. So this way, if anything ever happens to me and they put me on the machines and shit, they know that that's not a heart attack, that's my regular heartbeat.
Oh, you got that murmur, right? You got the murmur?
Yeah.
It's funny when you hear like, hey, what is that with the murmur? Like there's some murmuring. It's like some light chatter in the background.
The murmur is your heart skips a beat. But hey, it's only right. I tend to give other people that feeling when they meet.
Bro wants to know, come on, Brian, you never cut class? No, I definitely cut class. I just, I could pass.
I could have passed if I went to class. Bro says that's called anxiety. You want to know what gives me anxiety, yo? That fucking song, Anxiety. Do you know that song? That's my anxiety. That song, not much gives me anxiety in life. I got to be honest, man. I look at things and go, oh, once I get in it, we'll be in it. So let's fucking just deal with it, right? I hear that song and it gives me anxiety. Seymour says, G, pulling out that certified crackhead. Nah, man, it's not from crack. It's because you know what happened?
How old was that piece of paper, dude? What year is that from, dude? What year is that from? That thing was a yellow.
Well, first of all, it's not on regular paper. It's on a blue paper. But you see yellow.
That was blue. Maybe that was blue.
It's kind of bluish. Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't know.
Out. Pull it back out.
I can't do this.
Pull it back out, G. Come on, blue?
You saw what it took to put it in?
Pull it out, dude. That thing was not blue.
That's what she said.
What year?
I don't know what fucking year. I guess 2000, maybe 10 was the last time that I went to the. Well, was it 2010? I don't even know. Dude, you're frozen right now. And in the most dickish looking way, too. Right? Look at his face right now. Look how he looks right now, all frozen. There you go. You're back. You're back now.
Short break of internet interruption from Brian.
Oh, look, he's catching up. Yeah, you got bad fucking internet service over there.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We're still here.
Can you see me or you can't see me? Could someone comment as to who's the one fucking up? Is it me or is it Brian that's fucking up? I need to know because something's going on. Yeah, it's Brian. It ain't me. Fucking dickhead. He moves to every place he moves is like worse than the last one. You ever notice that? He moves to places that are just even more and more fucked up. Oh, look at him. He's buffering. What's going on? You had to switch to something else?
Nah, I just,
Are you all right, Brian?
Nah, it's just,
We got to go back to having an early podcast. Brian's not as cheery after 5 o'clock as he is before 5 o'clock. Yo, Brian, that's his get out of jail card. Brian looks like a dick. LOL. That's how old it is. It's falling apart. Yeah,
what's falling apart? My place?
Just like me. Themo says, sup, fellas, what's the truth about the No Kings? I honestly don't even know what the fuck that's about. Could someone please explain it to me? What is the No Kings?
Well, I don't even know, dude. All of a sudden, these protests started out of nowhere. I mean, I guess ICE has been arresting a lot of people. Is that true? Has ICE been,
I don't think they've gone more than Obama yet.
No, and I mean,
I don't think they hit Obama numbers yet.
listen, I mean,
is that what it has to do with? It has to do with the. So is that the ones with all the dudes waving the Mexican flags because they're mad that America's sending them back to the place where they're waving the flags of?
Correct.
How, Sway? Make it make sense, Sway. Make it make sense to me, man. Make it make sense. What, they don't have hoses anymore? Lauren says, protests even by me in Tom's River by the mall. They're protesting by the mall. Look, don't they have hoses anymore? Can't they just get the hoses like they used to do? Hose these motherfucking dudes back over the border. I'm asking for a friend.
The thoughts
I'm asking for a
and
friend,
words expressed by Gary are not mine.
All right, that's fine, but it's just a simple question. Don't they have hoses anymore?
I don't think the cops are allowed to use those.
But they're using rubber bullets. Wow. Aren't hoses more cost efficient?
That's a lot of water, dude.
Yeah, but then again, you at the same time of hosing these motherfuckers over the border, you're also doing the fucking, I'm sure you hit some bushes and some trees and shit.
Yeah.
You clean some cars.
You fill the river up a little higher.
You clean some cars. You wash the streets a little bit.
Yeah, those paintball guns. Be more asked about.
They show people with paintball guns. Yeah. Is that what they're doing? I saw this video, right, where hey, Diana Marie, what's up? My daughter just graduated high school. Party day. Congratulations on that. Congratulations. Not my birthday yet, but thank you. I'll accept it tomorrow. Gary, I agree. All of a sudden, the German Shepherds are nowhere to be found. Exactly. They are comparing Trump to a king. Why would they do that? Trump's been elected. Listen, I saw this video, right? And they were saying peaceful protest breaks into chaos, right? And it was a dude in a car, and everyone was running around his car, smashing up his car. One dude comes up, breaks his back tail window, and then the dude finally says, fuck it, backs up over him and runs over everybody in the front. And I'm thinking, what is wrong with that? Timor says, wait, G, you just said everyone graduates high school and it don't mean shit. Well, congratulations anyway. I didn't graduate high school. Now you're like, hooray, congrats. Yeah, congrats, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, she's excited.
Yeah, man. Listen, hopefully, I don't know. Did the kid have a better than a 45 fucking average? Did you see the fall of Minnesota? Is that like the leaves during the fall? Did Minnesota?
No. Oh, the fall. Was it the fall of Minneapolis? Is it this?
What are we looking at? Yeah, like I said, the dude ran him over, and everybody. Is that what we're talking about? What is that? It's an hour and 42 minutes. She got $120,000 scholarship offer. Awesome, once again. But I will say, my thoughts of college. What is she going to study in? That's the thing. What is she going to become? If she's going to be a doctor, go to college. If you're learning a trade, go to college. If you're going there to be like, to study the sexual preferences of frogs, then, it's a waste of time. Yeah, it's riot season, people. Whoop it up. It's riot season coming to a town near you right now. Don't these people have jobs? Well, that's their job.
They do. Yeah, they do.
They're seasonal. That's their jobs, to have riots. That's what it is. That's their job, to have riots. Environmental science. Environmental science.
A lot of money in that business, Bubby. Save the world.
Yeah, the world needs saving.
She does.
The world is fine. Okay, just so people know, the world is fine. All right,
we're not.
All the cops are still there. Yeah, save the people. Yeah, listen,
save us.
Save. Yeah. Well, somebody's come down to do that already. All you gotta do is accept it. His name is Jesus.
Yeah, well, dude, Help him get me out of this cage.
Hell, listen, man. I ain't fucking with you. Your wife got you there for a reason. You probably was acting up.
I know.
My whole fucking body feels like it's hurting now.
I disrupted her meeting. I walked in and grunted.
I feel like you do that a lot. I feel like you're a grunter.
Locked me in the cage.
Go get those free iPhones, people, so they can track you right back to your mom's basement.
You think that's
Yeah, I
what the
don't
deal
get
was
it.
with
Like
the Obama phones? They're
probably, yeah, probably. Well, they all got trackers, dude. Your phone right
Well,
now, if
yeah.
you go into it, it'll give you every single step you've taken with that phone since the day you bought it. Michelle Balducci says, yes, I saw that at Ocean County Mall too, Lauren, on Saturday. No king is because Trump is acting like a king, which he isn't. He does whatever he wants. ICE has been taking people, even ones who are citizens. Listen, I love you, Michelle, but he's not doing whatever he wants. Okay? That's actually what the last dudes and the last crew was doing. Whatever the hell they wanted to do. You know, he's doing what's in his legal rights to do as a president is what he's doing. ICE is rounding up illegals every now and then. You're going to catch a stray. That happens. Nothing's perfect. You know, speak up, have some ID. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't help if you're hanging out with 3 illegals and you don't have ID. You're going to get swept up. That's like when I used to get swept up on the block with dudes that were selling. If I didn't want to get swept up, I shouldn't have been there with dudes that are selling. They know they're illegals. So you're hanging out with dudes you're not supposed to be hanging out with. You know, sorry, don't agree. I accept Trump as my Lord and Savior. I wouldn't go that far, man. I don't like what he's doing with, I don't like what he's doing with Israel. You know, he's just blindly leading us into World War III, which was, of course, bound to happen anyway. They've been trying to have that, for the last 3 years anyway.
Oh yeah, well that was gonna go down.
But he's
with
straight,
Trump.
here, take whatever you want. I'm not with that either. I don't understand why the hell we got to go out there and get into their beef, man. I ain't got no beef with nobody out there. I don't think anybody listening or anybody who's not listening has beef with anybody out there. I don't get it. And I don't get what fucking protesting here about shit that's going on over there is going to help them over there either.
It gets the people going, gee.
Stupid. Every time I leave my daughter's house and I'm getting to the highway, there's always like these 6 fucking white ladies, and some of them had their kids with them holding signs, stop the war, free this, free that. And I'm like, no one driving by here is going to do anything to help this situation because they saw you standing here on the corner. Go fucking home and cook for your husband. Do something positive. All right? Your kid looks miserable. He's standing there covering his face because he knows some kids are going to walk by and they're going to make fun of him because his mother's out there holding a fucking oak tag with colored letters on it saying Free Palestine.
Well, they
you know what I'm saying?
Could have made some
meals. She thinks it's going to do something. What is it going to do? What are you going to do holding that in the middle of West nowhere? Fuck out of here. Stupid ass. Stupid ass.
Dude, I knew that Iran shit was coming. I mean, it was really only a matter of time.
First, you have to convince me that there is an Iran. I've never been there. All I've seen is pictures. Who's taking the pictures? Getty Images? I'm sorry. Don't trust Getty Images. I've never been there. I don't know. I know that they've been around. I've heard about them for a long time. I met a couple of Persians, but even they say they're Persian. So I don't think they believe that place exists either. Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm talking out of ignorance, right? I hope there's not somebody there going, he didn't just say Palestine don't exist. I don't know if it does. Okay. I think it came around somewhere in the 60s?
Yep.
But I'm just guessing. Look, everything's a place once you name it. Okay.
Oh. Getty Images is the same as Getty Oil. You remember that oil company, Getty?
Of course, I remember Getty. I got Getty many a times. You ain't never got Getty?
I get Getty.
Back in the day, you got to get Getty.
Yeah. I mean, where else are you going to get it if it's not Getty? Ooh, dude, you know what I started watching tonight?
What? Tonight you started watching it?
Yeah, before the show.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. When I was eating my dinner.
All right, I just wanted to figure out how that worked. Because we're like in tonight. Go ahead.
So
You started watching it tonight. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like maybe 6:15.
Okay.
Were you perturbed?
Nah, I just was trying to figure out the timeline.
Oh, okay. Yeah, about 6:19 actually. I got my pizza, and I started watching the Titan, the documentary about the sub that
The
went
sub,
down.
I'm gonna watch it. Next
Yes,
episode, we'll
dude.
touch base on it because we
Yeah.
did an episode on that back
Oh,
in the
right,
day.
right when it happened.
Right
Yeah,
when it happened.
Right when it happened.
Right when those idiots got in that fucking sardine can
Yeah,
and
it's
went
funny.
down.
And it's funny, like watching it back and then like kind of touching on some things. And so, but the one interesting thing is the guy Stockton Rush, who was the CEO. I think it was like Benjamin Rush and Richard Stockton, like Stockton College. He's related to them, and he's like super like old school American wealthy money.
It's hard for me to feel bad for people who on a whim was like, I want to go see the Titanic. Well, we'd have to build a submarine. Well, why don't you get on that? We'll start on Monday. And then they went down there and the whole thing crushed on them.
That was actually exactly how it happened. It happened.
I don't feel bad at all.
4 days.
I don't feel bad at all.
4 days.
Bro said he's letting Israel do the heavy lifting. Is he?
Is he?
Is he now?
Is he? Yeah, I don't think so, dude.
Is he? Okay, listen, if you got kids, man, just ask yourself if you want your kids going out there dying over their beef, which isn't going to bring no peace. It never has, never will. They're always like, this will bring peace. Let's get rid of this guy and install our own regime, and that'll bring... No, it never does. I say we stay out of their fucking business because they are too far away to fuck with us in reality. If they bring that smoke here, we bring them smoke. But fuck going over there for their beef, man. Fuck that. I don't give a shit. I ain't never been to Israel. I ain't got their back because I don't really know that country. Fuck governments, man. I ain't backing no other fucking government. Kiss my balls. Brian says, Iran sponsors terrorism. So does Israel. You know what I'm saying? Netanyahu, who do you think sponsored whatchamacallit? From my understanding, Hamas was sponsored through them. We sponsor that shit. Everyone sponsors terrorism. And terrorism is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
All right? You think the terrorists think they're terrorists? The terrorists call themselves freedom fighters. So in reality, you know, who's to say? Themo says, laugh out loud, Iran sponsors who now? When? Yeah, like who is Iran sponsoring?
Speaking of sponsors, that's a great time to mention that Rated G is sponsored by Al-Qaeda. This entire episode is brought to you by Al-Qaeda. If you're interested in joining, just please grab your AK-47 and get down to your local mosque.
Grab all your fireworks, strap them to your chest, and we'll meet you over by the mall.
Your jihad is waiting. The jihad of your dreams.
Have you recently fell for what they were selling and waiting for your 70 virgins and they still haven't shown?
40.
40? That's it. 40 virgins.
Yeah, I know. 40.
King Handel says, Gary, you're wrong. Adidas and Toyota sponsor terrorism. King Handel says the U.S. is already involved. Only the U.S. has the aircraft that can deliver those missiles that have been dropped. Yeah, I know we're already involved. I know that. We've been involved for the longest, involved over there. And, you know, listen, every word that comes out of anybody's mouth, including the people who comment, is all allegedly, okay? Just cover the whole thing. We're just a bunch of people talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no degrees.
Except that stuff you said about Bill Gates earlier in the show. That's the truth.
Well, Bill Gates did rape me, all right? That's a fact. I was 12 years old.
He was 11. Damn, bro, that's how you hurt your shoulder, huh? It's when he pushed you down into the pillow.
This was years ago, all right? I was 12. And I don't find it funny that you're sitting there making fun of the fact that Bill Gates once raped me.
No, I mean,
Okay.
I'm not. You know, I'm
And
not.
you know, I know
making-
what's fucked up though is that I didn't even get a computer to keep quiet because
I know.
back then nobody would listen.
That's why you're a Mac guy.
Of course, that's why I only get Macs, man. That's why I don't fuck with none of that fucking
Oh.
Bill Gates shit.
Yeah,
He's a
I like his,
psycho.
I like his computers. Oh yeah, but the other guy was too, right? Jobs. What kind of name is Jobs? Jobs.
What kind of name is Jobs?
I mean, Job. Job is in the Bible, but
Is it
name wasn't-
Jewish?
Isn't Steve Jobs? I mean,
No, but I'm saying Jobs. Is that even his real name?
can't be.
You
right?
know, could that really be his real name, Jobs? And
Yeah.
he's like just the only one?
His name is Stephen Paul Jobs.
No way.
Yeah.
From what? The Jobs family? And I bet they got like mad Jobs money, right? Like,
Oh, okay, hold on. Stephen
Jobs.
Paul Jobs, right, was born in San Francisco, California on February 24th, 1955, to Joanne Carol Schiebel and Abdul Fattah, in quotations, John Daly, who was a Muslim born to wealthy Syrian parents, the youngest of 9 siblings. Jandali pursued a PhD in political science, where he met Joanne, who was an American Catholic of Swiss German descent, whose parents owned a mink farm.
So Jobs is a stage name.
Jobs is a stage name.
Exactly. There's no fucking
Mm.
Jobs. You don't think you would have known another Jobs in your life? Is there another Jobs? No. There's not. And where did all the Hitlers go?
Well,
right? Hitler was his last name, right?
Argentina.
Well, yeah, that's where he went. That's where he lived out the remainder of his days. You know, had a couple of puppies. You know, taught them to yell and shit themselves. You really have to teach them to shit themselves. I think they do that on their own. There's some things you just don't have to teach.
Oh, so this is what happened. So, he was in. Okay, so his biological dad is a Muslim guy, but they had a closed adoption because the Muslim guy's parents didn't approve. So Schiebel requested that her son be adopted by college graduates. A lawyer and his wife were selected, but they withdrew after discovering that the baby was a boy. So Jobs was instead adopted by Paul Reinhold Jobs and his wife Clara. Paul Jobs, an American of German descent, was the son of a dairy farmer from Washington County, Washington.
No, he wasn't. He was a Nazi. He had to be. That's why he has the name Jobs. Where is Jobs coming from?
Yeah.
Only 2 Jobs I ever heard of. Him and just now the father.
He was a machinist, a repo agent. Like who were these people? Like why them?
And why were they trying to find this man a family so bad? What made him so special? All we got is questions, people. I hope you don't come here for answers. You know? I don't know. It all seems kind of weird to me. I don't even know how we got here, to be honest.
Well, you know, I think it was
some say the spork
Snicklefritz combined with the you know, mescaline I put in our drinks earlier when you got here.
Mescaline. I used to love mescaline.
Yeah, it was a big drug back in the day, right?
Mescaline. Oh, it was great. It was a nice party drug. Nothing but laugh.
Yeah,
you know?
it's weird how some drugs, you know, they go through like phases like that, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. Is mescaline even around still? I don't even think it is.
I've never even been offered it. And by offered, I mean no one's ever tried to sell it to me.
Yeah, you don't see no mescaline dealers.
I always did like that. I always did like that one guy, you know, you go over, you pick something up from him, and you'd be like, hey, what else you got? You know, there's always that one in college.
I mean, I always had a little bit of variety.
Yeah, well, the variety's good.
You know, especially when it came to like hallucinogens and shit like that.
Oh, yeah, we got to have a little variety.
I always try to have a little bit of variety, you know?
What do you
think? Little bit of variety. Too much variety is just ridiculous. The more variety, the more shit you got. That's why now you got like 100,000 fucking channels of shit to watch. You know, when you only had 13, when you only had 13, there was more to watch.
Right, but you always end up watching the same few channels no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's because they all had to compete to get your attention, so they were worth watching.
Yeah, but one always reigns supreme.
Which one was that?
Heron, of course. Come on, dog.
Which one?
Heron.
Heron?
Oh, yeah.
What are we talking about? Drugs? We're talking about drugs right now?
Or TV.
I didn't even know what we were talking about.
I think we're talking about both.
Well, I thought we were talking about drugs, but using TV as an analogy.
We were.
All right. So in that analogy, Heron would be what? ABC? The American Broadcasting System?
Dude, it would just be the best television show, bro. You don't even need it, dude. You sell your TV.
Well,
you
dude,
buy the Heron.
Nah,
you don't even need the TV. Dude,
you don't even need the TV because you buy the Heron?
Yeah.
That Zanny phase was scary.
That shit was scary, dude. Those, yeah, dude.
Don't remember it. Never had it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Zanny was not his shit around me, man. I guess I don't know.
They were big,
I mean,
man.
in my days, it was crack and cocaine, a little bit of a dust. I mean, I guess some people were taking Xannies, but I didn't really know too many pills.
Yeah, Xannies weren't that big back then. That was really more of a 90s, 2000s thing, the pills.
Yeah. My boy was on a fucking, whatchamacallit patch. A morphine patch. Morphine.
Ooh.
It was like this big, too. It wasn't even small.
That's a
took up
lollipop.
his whole shoulder.
You used to have the lollipops.
Lollipop? Morphine lollipops?
No, fentanyl lollipops.
Oh, gross. Gross. What is people's obsession with fentanyl? What is people's obsession with drugs that kill you? You know, I mean, I guess any drug kind of can kill you. I mean, even the ones you get from the doctors can kill you. You know, if you don't do them right. But there are certain ones.
Water will kill you if you don't do it right.
Well, yeah. I mean, that one chick was drinking all that water to get free boobs on that radio station, and she drowned. She killed herself. Isn't that crazy? You heard about that? What's that?
It's a fentanyl,
fentanyl lollipop?
Yeah, it's a lollipop, dude.
Oh, I don't know. That looks like that goes in the butt.
No, I mean,
that's what it looks like.
You could.
I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure a lot of people take that and just leave it.
I don't think you'd want to put that in your butt, dude.
I don't know. Can you do fentanyl on the butt?
Oh yeah, dude. You probably OD super fucking quick. You put that
real
in your
quick
butt,
in the
dude.
butt.
Yeah,
right?
bro. Yeah, fentanyl on the butt, dude. Yeah, you be.
All right, so you hear that, people? Keep the fentanyl out your butt.
You don't want to do it at all.
You don't want to do it in your butt. You know, I say you don't do it at all. Basically, purple barrels and micro dots. Oh yeah, the purple barrels.
Or the purple barrels. What is it? What is that?
They were like double. They were a little bigger. The purple barrels were like a little bigger. They were all like sweet tarts, man. You know, they were like the size of sweet tarts. Them things were great. They were great, man. Back in the day, I was just a try it kind of dude too. All you had to do is have it. I'd be like, I'll try it. Have you done it already? Yeah, I'll try it. Fuck it. You know, had a lot of bad experiences because of that.
Yeah, but how many good experiences did you have? They far outweighed the cons, no?
Yeah, definitely more better experiences than bad ones. You know, and the truth is, if the truth be told, a lot of the bad ones I don't even remember. You know, I just know it was bad.
Yeah, but you kind of have that inner feeling, you know. You're
well, I remember the angel dust. I remember that, like I remember that, and I'll never do that again. But like, I remember taking certain pills that I just woke up and didn't remember what I did. I don't like those because I like to remember what I did.
Yeah, that's not good, dude.
You know, especially when everyone you talk to is mad at you. And you're like, why are you mad? And they're like, fuck you. You don't remember what you did last night?
That's Xanax, my friend.
You know? I don't know what it was. We had like this chemist, man. I remember it was a big black pill. It was like a horse pill. You know, it's crazy, man. Made me feel drunk for the first couple of hours. And then I woke up.
GHB. You roofied yourself, dog.
I probably roofied myself, dog.
You roofied yourself, son.
But I didn't pass out. Like they said, I was running around wilding.
They were asking for that.
I was running around wilding out, yo. They threw me out the car in Harlem.
Somebody was telling me a story about this, like not too long ago. They're like, "Yeah, this kid was fucking asking me for GHB, which is like roofies." And it's like, bro, what? Like, what are you
I've never even understand that. I've never understood roofing a chick and knocking her out. You know, now Diddy supposedly was put, you know, allegedly was putting Molly in the shit.
You never used a little of that Puerto Rican fly.
No.
I'm sorry, the Spanish fly.
No, I would never, personally, I would never, waste drugs by giving it to someone without them knowing, first of all, because then what happens if they're really having a good time and then they want to go somewhere with somebody else that, you don't want to go. You're not saying like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not dosing nobody because I wouldn't want to be dosed, first of all. You know what I'm saying? So I would never dose nobody. But if you were going to dose somebody, if you were, why would you like want them knocked out? Wouldn't you want to give them something like Molly or something like that makes them horny? Well, because the chances are they're still not going to get horny with you. They just might be like, I'm really horny and I need to find someone better looking than you, and then run out and go fuck somebody on the corner. King Hander says, out of all the contraptions I used to smoke, nothing ever beat rolling papers. Blunts, baby. All day, every day, blunts beat rolling papers. Gary, it's like an attractive woman that will most likely set you up to get robbed doesn't stop dudes. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never been robbed by an attractive woman. How about you, Brian? Well, that's actually a lie. I was married. And she took everything. Literally, I didn't even fight for it. I was like, just however I can get out of here the quickest. Wasn't even trying to stay. Fuck that. So Brian, when do you do? When's your lady do?
November, beginning of November.
All right, so we got time. We got time for that one.
Yeah, but
I'm
like,
excited. What was
November?
that thing you sent me? What was that thing you sent me just a little while ago?
The guy getting arrested, or the one?
Yeah, what was that? What was that? I was interested.
I saw something online that there was this guy who got arrested for
California
600 plants like 30 years ago, which like now isn't like even a lot, Like,
oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, he got arrested for growing 600 marijuana plants, right? And then he escaped and it was living like 150 miles away in like some town up in the mountains in California for 30 years. And he's like this old guy and he's like renting a room and everyone's like, yeah, no, he's a nice guy. Wasn't doing anything wrong. Just being old. It's like,
and now they
let him go after that point, man. Come on.
Well, I mean, what are they gonna hold him to now? Like, because
they
he
might
escaped?
Put him back in jail, dude. Yeah.
Well, because he escaped.
He had 4 years left on his sentence.
But it was a weed charge.
It doesn't matter.
He's old.
I'm with you.
It was a weed charge. Now weed is legal. I had a friend get robbed for his watch in Colombia by two ladies of the night after rendering services. He finds the story hilarious because it is King Handles. It is. I don't even know the story, and I could tell you it's fucking hysterical. You get robbed by two hookers in Colombia? Hysterical. Did they leave him tied to the bed?
Dude, I had a friend who went to, I think it was Porky's. Isn't that the strip club in Miami? Porky's?
I know it's a movie.
Yeah. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Porky's, but it's whatever that fucking one strip club is down there, and they do like the
Pink Pony Club.
Yeah, I don't know. There's one of them. They do like a chicken and waffles thing there, and he goes with this girl who's like, I don't know, just a girl who go to a strip club with the dude, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, well, they're sitting there and they're eating like chicken wings and shit, right? And he's like watching the girls or whatever, and then all of a sudden he hears like. And the girl he brought is fucking choking on a chicken wing. Bro. Dude, he has to give her. I don't know. I don't remember if he or another stripper.
The stripper jumped off the pole and gave her a Heimlich.
Bro, DJ, they stopped the music, dude. They stopped the music. And the whole strip club is like watching it go down, dude. And she fucking hucks it up. And it goes, it comes out. And then everyone starts clapping, dude. And then the Armenian walked in. It was like, hey, back to work. Back to work.
Everybody back to work.
Back to work. Back to work. You pay for a whole chicken wing. You ate whole chicken wing. You pay for a whole thing.
I'll tell you this. The food at strip clubs is usually good.
Yeah, I mean,
They're under tighter fucking scrutiny when it comes to like, especially in New York, under like the laws of fucking food and shit, food and beverages. They're real tight on that. So if they're serving food, they know that shit's good.
Yeah, there better not be one pubic hair on my fucking food.
Why would
dude.
there be a pubic hair on your food?
There
Unless you're at a
shouldn't.
male,
There
or you at a
shouldn't. There
male
shouldn't
strip
be.
club.
No,
You
there
know, because
shouldn't
the
be.
chicks,
They should be all shaved
I
and
don't know,
clean.
the
That's what I'm
chicks.
saying.
I mean, the chicks. Are there any hairy bushes at a strip club anymore? I don't know. I feel like there should be.
West Virginia.
Michelle says, "So, what name are you thinking of for your son,
Rocky
Brian?"
Balboa.
Rocky Balboa for the first name. Rocky Balboa Licata.
Mhm.
I think that's the best one personally, but you know, let's see what the wife
Hey,
says.
you know, it's a good name.
You know,
I feel like my Rocky Balboa is kind of like my my Rocky, or more like my Bullwinkle.
yeah, you sound a little and look a little bit like Bullwinkle, actually, man. You could do like the live version of Bullwinkle. Wouldn't even need a costume, you know.
Hey,
Actually, I could be Rocky the Squirrel, so
yeah. Hey,
I shouldn't really talk shit.
Hey, I don't know, Rock. Hey,
Now,
Rocky's good. Rocky's a good name, man. I like Rocky.
it's solid.
Tootsies. That was it. It was Tootsies in Miami. It wasn't Porky's. It was Tootsies, bro. It was fucking Tootsies. That's where.
And they have some of the best wings he's ever had because strip
Yeah.
clubs have good food. Say what you want, man.
She would have
She
been with
would've been with
Jesus.
Jesus. It was me. I didn't pay attention in first aid class. I'm actually good with all that shit, man. You know, it all comes down to whether or not I like you. Like if we cool, I'll save you. You know, but if I don't like you, I don't know.
Well, she drove.
Oh, so you needed the ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, can't let your ride die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could take the keys.
Yeah, but you know, was she drinking?
No, I don't think they were drinking.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
They were eating.
She was the ride. You know. But whatever, man. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just don't get how, like, that dude, I hope they let him go. 30 years he got over. You know, it must have sucked to be on the lam for 30 years. But I think you could do it in all reality. I think you could do it. Lay low. First of all, you can order everything out now. So if you're not really an outdoors person, or if you get a house with a backyard that's not near anybody else, you could kind of escape and get away with it for years.
You just need a bank account to use a debit card, or I guess you could probably go to 7-Eleven, right, and put cash on a card.
Right? I don't know, but it's not like they're going, like, why would they find you? How'd they find him? 30 years later, he's probably old now. How'd they find him?
I can't remember. I feel like somebody said something.
Someone ratted on the old guy. Stupid ass. For weed charges. Give me a break.
30 years ago, though.
If it was murder or like, you know, some sort of sexual assault, then I'd be like, yeah, throw his ass in prison. Who gives a fuck how long it's been? But for weed charges, even if it was coke, you know what I'm saying? 30 years, he got out. At what point do you say you got it? You know what I'm saying? There should be a statute of limitations on that, man.
Yeah, dude, I say if you're on the run for same thing. But what about the immigrants? What if the immigrants are in here for 30 years? You give it to them?
Where the hoses? Whatever happened to the hoses?
Dude, you kind of sounded like Trump when you said that. You're like, whatever happened to the hoses?
Nah, listen, man.
I'm the biggest hoses you've ever seen.
I'm not gonna
firemen from all over the country down to Texas.
I'm not gonna rat on none of my people who might or might not legally be here. I'm not gonna go and rat on them, you know. But I mean, if you're sneaking in here, you know the consequences. So
yeah, we said a new lead.
It's just like any other crime, people. If you commit a crime, you know the consequences. You know. So if you get caught, then those are the consequences. People getting mad at ICE for throwing people out. They wasn't getting mad when Obama was doing it. And Obama is still, we haven't reached those numbers yet, man. You know. So give me a break.
They don't say specifically. They say they got a lead, but they don't say what it was to get the guy caught.
Probably one of his kids.
I know, right?
Yeah, probably one of his fucking ungrateful little twat kids.
I think it was probably those meddling kids and that dog.
No, I think it's probably one of his kids. Probably took their iPad from them or some shit. And you know, they knew their pops was on the lam.
Dude was 80, bro. He didn't have a fucking iPad.
No, he took the kid's iPad. It's probably one of his grandkids.
Yeah, grandkids.
Probably one of his grandkids ratted on old grandpa for the reward money. So he could buy an Xbox 5. or whatever it is. What's that? Xbox XTSD.
I don't even know what they got right now.
Whatever it is.
Xbox IDK.
I don't know. So what we did there. Listen, man. It's
Xbox
always
X.
good. What happened?
Xbox X, XS.
XS. Whatever. You know, my fucking PlayStation died. It can go fuck itself.
Ooh.
But you know what? I'm still doing well in my virtual world.
Oh, there you go. Get it in. Get it in.
I'm still doing well in my virtual world. You know, I wouldn't want to be there all the time, but it's nice when my bills start piling up to just go into my virtual world and remember all the things that I've achieved, you know, in that world. In that world, I'm a NASCAR champion. You know, once you're in the database, you're done. Gary, that was in reference to your immigration comment. Okay. The forest was shrinking, but the trees kept voting for the axe. For the axe was clever and convinced the trees that because his handle was made of wood, he was one of them. That, my friends, is deep.
The water runs deep.
Be water. Run deep.
Run deep.
I need some light to swim. Listen, man. It's about that time. Daddy gotta go.
This is fun, dude. I had a good show. I was tired, but I had fun, dude.
Yeah, dude, I've been in pain this whole fucking entire time.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for your mother. Fuck you just say?
It wasn't matter.
No, I've been in pain this whole fucking time, man. But I'm glad I pushed through. It was worth it. It's worth it for you. It's worth it for y'all. Thank you for coming through and hanging out with us, man. If you're not already, follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. If you want to come check me out in Atlantic City, go to acjokes.com and check me out. We got good things popping off coming up, man. Go check it out.
I'm gonna have to get my baby one of these.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta get one for my granddaughter.
Shit.
Gotta get my granddaughter. Yeah, man. Go to BrianTLicata.com. Find some rated G drip. Okay. Until next time, man. Thanks for coming out, man. You know we love y'all, man. Peace.
I love you.
Gay!